Okay, hello everyone. We are going to focus in this video on how to develop an infographic for your personal website. And the word infographic comes from information plus graphics. So you're trying to present information that you have in a graphical form because a lot of the data that is consumed online is usually consumed in visual ways. So pictures, videos, and people are more receptive and more likely to retain that information if it is in the form of a graphic. So what are the different types of infographics that you can create for your personal website? It could be an infographic resume, like the ones available on Canva over here. And remember, an infographic resume can summarize information about it. You don't need to include every single detail. There are two ways of looking at it. You can either have one that is very detailed, so when people download it in a PDF format, that could be your infographic, or you can have just a graphic that summarizes key points about you, things that you're really good at or things that distinguish you from other competitors, which are basically your other students. Okay. The other ideas could be summarizing information about yourself. Maybe you have a lot of community engagement activities and you want to summarize that in a graphical form. Or you have a lot of your class projects and you want to also talk about those in the form of a graphic as well, of a picture. Okay, or you can submit the infographic as a sample of your classwork. So if you're developing a strategic plan for your business policy class, maybe you want to summarize that entire plan in infographic, and then you put that infographic on your website as a sample of what you have prepared for your classes, so the clients or prospective employees would be impressed with your work. Okay. So how do you develop then an infographic? First of all, you have to know who your target audience is. In your case, it is the potential employers. Then what is the thesis of your content then? So if once those target audience come onto your website, what do you want them to take away from that specific infographic? Okay, is it that you are good at, let's say, collaborating with others? Is it that you have good digital marketing skills? What is it exactly that you want to take away from that infographic? From the infographic specifically, not the entire website. Remember, there is an objective for the website, but there is one for your specific infographic. Finally, what is the information that you have to support your thesis? So if you're saying that you're good at working with others, maybe you have different projects that show that you are a team player. Okay, so I've worked with, let's say, a student club and preparing, let's say, this event. I participated with a student club and we won this specific award, and so forth. Just include the most important information. Don't include anything that is irrelevant. Remember, people want to look at this visually quickly and really get the information that you want to talk about. Okay, so let's take an example over here, and this is about Marriott in Vail, Colorado. And if you take a look at this infographic, which was prepared by Lemonly, a company that is specialized in infographics in Sioux Falls. And this is basically about what are the different activities that people can do around Vail in Marriott. And this is clearly targeted towards people who are planning on visiting the area or are already in the area. So it tells you, what the thesis is that no matter what the season, there's some stuff to do. And then it provides the supporting pieces of information over here, which that there are different activities. And if you go down that infographic, it's all about supporting information for that activities. Okay, and this one, of course, is marketing purposes. So there's a clear call to action here, which is to book at Vail Marriott. You don't have to have a call to action for yours, but it has to have, first of all, who is your audience? What do you want them to take away from it? And finally, is the information in that infographic supportive of your main thesis and what you want them to take away from it? So this wraps up this video about showing you what to do when you develop an infographic. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by email or in class or in office hours.